Welcome to Module 2. In this module, we will move from the science of toxicology to the regulatory and institutional frameworks that govern environmental protection. Understanding environmental laws is essential because they provide the legal backing to enforce safety, mitigate harm, and promote sustainable practices. Section 1: Environmental Policies and Enforcement. Environmental policies are the guiding principles that shape how nations and organizations manage natural resources and pollution. Enforcement ensures compliance with regulations through monitoring, permits, fines, and corrective actions. Agencies play a critical role in developing guidelines, conducting inspections, and ensuring violators are held accountable. Section 2: Nigerian Environmental Legal Framework. Nigeria has a range of environmental laws and regulations addressing pollution, waste management, and industrial practices. Let us review key ones. Federal Environmental Protection Agency (FEPA) Act establishes FEPA, which later merged into the Federal Ministry of Environment, as the primary regulator. Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA) Act of 1992 requires assessment of major projects to evaluate potential environmental harm before approval. Harmful Waste Act of 1988 criminalizes the importation, dumping, or harmful disposal of toxic waste. Companies and Allied Matters Act, of 1990 holds companies accountable for environmental responsibilities. National Environmental Protection Regulations, including Effluent Limitation Regulations, Pollution Abatement in Industries Regulations, Management of Solid and Hazardous Waste Regulations. These regulations set standards for industries, from limiting effluent discharge to ensuring proper waste handling. Section 3: Petroleum and Mining Regulations. Given Nigeria's dependence on oil and gas, several specialized regulations exist. Petroleum, Drilling and Production Regulations of 1969 governs oil exploration and drilling practices. Oil Mining Lease, OML, and Oil Prospecting License, OPL, legal instruments for oil exploration and extraction. Environmental Guidelines and Standards for the Petroleum Industry in Nigeria, EGASPIN, sets environmental standards for petroleum operations. EPWMA Act and LASIPO Law regulate waste management and environmental protection at state levels. The Directorate of Petroleum Resources, DPR, enforces compliance in oil-related projects. Section 4: Radioactive and Nuclear Regulation. The Nigerian Nuclear Regulatory Authority oversees safe use of nuclear materials. The Nigerian Radioactive Waste Management Regulations address disposal and control of radioactive waste to prevent environmental contamination and public health risks. Section 5: Environmental Permits and Licensing. Environmental permits and licenses are tools for regulating industrial activity. They specify what companies can release into air, water, or soil and under what conditions. They also require monitoring and reporting to ensure compliance. Section 6: Food Safety and Public Health. Environmental management is not limited to pollution, it also addresses food safety. Contaminants such as pesticides, heavy metals, and radionuclides in food can affect human health. Regulations aim to ensure safe food production and monitoring of residues in agricultural products. In this module, we explored environmental laws, regulatory institutions, and enforcement mechanisms in Nigeria. We reviewed the role of FEPA, the Ministry of Environment, Petroleum and Mining Regulations, nuclear oversight, waste management rules, and food safety laws. Course conclusion. This course on environmental management has provided a dual perspective: the scientific principles of environmental toxicology and the legal frameworks of environmental policy. In Module 1, we cover toxicology, mechanisms of toxicity, organ-specific effects, pesticide regulation, and modern fields such as nanotoxicology and immunotoxicology. In Module 2, we focused on policies, institutions, and laws that govern environmental management in Nigeria, including petroleum regulations, waste management, and nuclear safety. By integrating scientific understanding with policy enforcement, environmental management ensures the protection of ecosystems, public health, and future generations.